This is GerotheHero. This is my review of Akiba's Trip, Episode 1, First Impression. Overall, this show is very fun, and it's a comedy, and it doesn't try to take things too seriously about itself. At first, I thought this was a show that was like Trigger. It almost even reminded me of the original Fooly Cooly. So in this show, we have the main character, Tamotsu, who's basically an otaku, and his little sister as well is an otaku, Niwaka. And basically they're in Akiba, and they're trying to get figures and stuff. So what happens at one point is a girl falls from the sky, and initially people think that it's just a show because she's fighting these weird people that are all in cosplay, and she beats them up and then runs away. The sister talks about a rumor of the bugged ones, that when a shadow consumes you, you go berserk and gain superhuman strength and infect other people like vampires. So then later when Tamotsu goes to a figure place, it's funny because he is trying to find a particular figure called the Anatomy Rangers, almost like a spin-off of the Power Rangers, but they have like these body parts on them. And it's funny because, you know, if you think about your own fandom, like your favorite show might look weird to other people, but it's like your favorite show and you try to get every little different object from that show, figures, posters, etc. So it's kind of funny that they did that twist on that. But it's funny because he meets this other character, Arisa, who basically fights him over the figure that he wants, the like really rare figure that he wants. And that's when a mysterious girl comes in, the one before, the red-haired girl, and she thinks that Arisa, because of her outfit, that she's in a cosplay outfit, that she's one of the bug ones. And they end up fighting, and it's funny because Arisa kind of gets pissed off because the new girl breaks the figures that her and Tamotsu were fighting over, so it kind of spurs her on. We find out that, of course, she's not a bugged one, but she takes off later. We also find out that Tamotsu's sister is in an area where there's a bunch of smoke, so of course he has to go find out what's going on with his sister. But it's funny because even though there's some danger, he still tries to pick up the figure that Arisa drops and buys it, which I thought was funny. You know, you can't separate the otaku from even the fact that it's a danger situation. He still has to get his figure that he wanted. So eventually we find out that the bad guys are called Metaerotica, which is kind of funny. And they call the red-haired girl a traitor, so there's probably going to be some backstory to that. So she's kind of surrounded, but Tamotsu comes over and tries to save her, but in the process he gets stabbed, and we think he's going to die, but the mysterious girl saves him, and he gains powers from her. But it's funny because, you know, he gets this like blue streak on his hair, but like basically his powers are that he can strip the clothes off these bad guys. So to anybody else, he just basically looks like a pervert. But it's funny because, you know, he also gains like martial arts power and strength, and they're able to defeat the bad guys this time. He's finally introduced to the mysterious girl, and her name is Matomi. Overall, it was a really fun episode. If you can get over the fact that it's basically an ecchi show, then you can probably pretty much enjoy yourself with this funny show. It doesn't try to take itself too seriously, but overall, it just reminded me when I first watched Fooly Cooly, basically. And what's surprising is this is from Madhouse, so it's not a Trigger show. So we'll have to see how the next episode goes and if the comedy will hold up. So, like always, comment below and subscribe and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.